Thompson, a spinning shot, which goes through. He is a magician.
Warriors with a lead. Thompson just the 2 points. Misty dribbling. Oh! Exploding to the rim.
Pull to Thompson. Thompson tries again. Puts it in. Klay Thompson on fire all of a sudden. Up top, Thompson another three. Bang! Klay Thompson pouring it on.
And that's a long shot. It's good again. Oh, he's got the stroke. He is a flamethrower.
Respect from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Look at the arc right here, Klay.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, that is
he's
beautiful
back,
execution.
right?
Yes.
I mean, he is back.
He is back.
On March 30th, 2022, the basketball world collectively gave up on future NBA Hall of Famer Klay Thompson, or at the very least, gave up on the hope that Klay could be a ceiling raiser for the Golden State Warriors in the 2022 NBA playoffs specifically. It had been hoped that when Klay returned, he could push the Warriors fully into the NBA title hunt, but suddenly, it was the fourth to last game of the regular season, and as the basketball world watched on, Klay Thompson went up against the Phoenix Suns, a team that was last year's Western Conference champion and this year's regular season champion, and with everyone watching,
And rarely, if ever, misses a game.
Another misfire from Thompson. Warrior turnovers. Almost another one. Klay Thompson had to put it up with one on the timer. He's 0 for 5 from 3.
As Chris Paul initiated that.
Thompson misfires again.
Klay Thompson could not make a shot. In just a 4-point home loss to Phoenix, Klay shot 1 for 10 from 3 and missed several key shots down the stretch. By the time this game was over, the doubts that many had had took a turn, and instead of doubts, they became more than that. They became a complete lack of belief in Klay Thompson. After Klay's fourth to last game this year, the narrative was supposed to be written in ink. Klay was supposed to be not healthy enough. Fans were saying they wanted him benched. The media started picking the Warriors to get bounced in the first round only. In the final 3 games of this NBA regular season, Klay turned everything around. First came 36 points and 8 3-pointers made in a close win against the Utah Jazz. Then the momentum began to pick up in a 33-point showing in a win against the Lakers, but finally, we had the last game of the season, and in it, Klay showed everyone that if you thought the Warriors were going to be an easy out this year in the playoffs, think again. Against the Pelicans in the final game of the regular season, we got a very, very familiar sight. A red-hot Klay Thompson eviscerating a team with his shooting. In 31 minutes, Klay knocked down 16 shots and put up 41 points in a dominating performance that has to have us reevaluating the ceiling for the Warriors this season. So what's up, guys? Mike here, and if you've been here, you know I love Klay Thompson, and I've stayed believing in him despite the lows he's had this point this year. However, even I will admit, I thought after the Suns game this season that, yeah, maybe this was just too soon for Klay. Maybe he did need a full offseason, and then next year with a healthy James Wiseman as well, maybe that was the Warriors' real window. But before we continue, guys, I'm very excited to say that this video is sponsored by Factor. And Factor, well, they make meeting your nutritional goals easier than ever. They deliver fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep, and they have a team of gourmet chefs in place making the food that is going to make you feel the best you possibly can all day long. So basically what I'm saying is Factor supports wholesome eating, but they make it very simple for you. They also, and this is very important to me, update their menu weekly and have over 27 plus food options and over 33 plus add-on options. I know personally, I am dieting. I have been leaning towards their keto package. Factor actually offers multiple options: keto, chef's choice, calorie smart, veggie, and vegan. Again, I'm going keto. I am engaged. I have a wedding in like 7 months now at this point. I need to get leaner. I need to put on some more muscle. And since I've been getting this food delivered to my door from Factor, things have been so simple for me. I've been able to get the protein I want, the protein I need. I've been able to diet in both a healthy and sustainable way. And for me, I've been ordering too much takeout. Grocery store trips seem to take forever. So Factor is great because it's just high quality food delivered to my door. It's that easy. And so guys, with that said, I heavily suggest right now, head to go.factory75.com/Korzemba120 120 and use promo code Korzemba120 to get $120 off. The link to this will be in my description. That is go.factor75.com/Korzemba120 for $120 off if you use the promo code Korzemba120. An absolutely incredible offer, guys. I've been loving Factor. Now let's get back to the video. But as you are about to see, the seeds have really been planted. There's a real chance here that Klay Thompson starts to pick things up, and if that happens, well, with an all-star version of Klay Thompson on offense, that changes a lot. On defense, things are a bit harder with his injuries, but we can absolutely not discount the elite defense Klay has played in the past before and his championship level experience on defense. It's just that when you combine aging with injuries, you can't really expect the same defensive player. You can look at players like LeBron James or Kevin Durant as an example of that. They are both still elite offensively and solid on defense, but they're just not as good at defense as they once were. Offense, though, is a completely different story, and so now, with Klay Thompson's resurgence, we just have to look at the straight facts headed into the 2022 NBA playoffs. Because when it comes down to it, the Golden State Warriors finished with 53 wins this season, which was good for third in the Western Conference. Looking just a bit further than that, we can see that if the Warriors were in the Eastern Conference, they would be tied for first with 53 wins with Miami. So just as a baseline here to start, the Warriors could have legitimately won the Eastern Conference. They could be the #1 seed in the East if they were in the East, and that is what they were competing for. But in the Western Conference, we currently have a year where the top dogs are Phoenix, a team that has been an absolute juggernaut but has an injury history themselves, as they do have Chris Paul on their roster. That is something we always have to keep in mind, as is the fact that they have less championship experience, of course, than the Warriors. And then in second place in the West, we have a Memphis Grizzlies team that has yet to prove themselves in the playoffs. Maybe it is Memphis's year to do that. Maybe it is Chris Paul's year to win the NBA championship finally. But maybe not, because when it comes to Klay Thompson and his situation, wasn't this what we all hoped would happen as the best case scenario? Didn't we all know that Klay was going to have to shake off 2 years of rust to start competing at the highest level again? And with that in mind, it was going to take a good amount of NBA games just to get his feet under him. As for what Klay has recently said on the subject, after his 36 points against the Utah Jazz, the first of his final 3 games of the regular season, Klay said, "I will get to the level I want to be at again. I'm not there yet, but it's in sight." As we already know, Klay's words seem to be a very big sign of things to come, as he would finish the next 2 games on fire as well, and after his final game against the Pelicans said,
I pat myself on the back because when you go through the injuries I did, there's some really slow days, there's so many tedious exercises, just building up your muscles again to be able to do what you love it was a challenge, something I never had to do before, so to do it twice and to come out and average a dub, man, it's inspiring for myself, and it just makes me want to keep going because I'm still just scratching the surface of what I can become.
So if Klay is hitting that form again, if he is molding back into the all-star he once was, then how could we possibly count the Golden State Warriors out? A championship experienced trio of Steph, Klay, and Draymond combined with the young talent of guys like Jordan Poole, well, again, they already have won 53 games, they already are third place in the West, and as Marcus Thompson II of The Athletic writes, the last time Thompson scored 110 points in 3 games was in December 2016. The middle game was his legendary performance of 60 points in 29 minutes. By the way, guys, if you are here and enjoying this video, it would be awesome if you could subscribe and turn on post notifications. It's playoff time. I'm going to be posting a ton of videos. If you like this one, you'll definitely like the ones I have in store. Hope you're enjoying this video. Subscribe and turn on post notifications if you can. And now let's get back to the video. Yes, that is correct. Klay Thompson's final 3 games were not only a stretch of him being on fire, they were a pretty historic stretch for him. It is not been normal for Klay throughout his entire career ever to score 110 points in 3 games. So the fact that it happened in the final 3 games of this year's regular season, I mean, you could not ask for a better sign. And the thing is, it's these types of performances that really do show us that Klay is a ceiling raiser. Because of course, Klay's young teammates are going to rely on him this year in the playoffs. They are going to look for his veteran leadership off the court and on the court. But on top of just being a veteran, on top of being a champion, 2 amazing things of course, but on top of that, Klay provides an energy that when he is rolling, when he is on his game, he can swing games. He can win you playoff games, huge playoff games. Remember the 2016 Western Conference Finals? If you don't, it's okay, but in that game, in a must-win, if they lose, the Golden State Warriors are bounced, they go home, and the Thunder reach the NBA Finals, Klay Thompson scored 41 points and set an NBA playoff record with 11 3-pointers made. When he catches fire, that energy is just truly electric. Just listen to what Jordan Poole has to say about watching Klay go off. He's so electric, he's a great. Being able to go out there and witness that and be a part of that, being able to be in the same quarter as him and share that moment, it was definitely truly amazing to see. Now with that sentence, we can fully see why the Golden State Warriors really do need an all-star level of Klay Thompson. And I cannot wait to see what Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, and Klay Thompson can do together. I cannot wait to see if the Golden State Warriors are legit this year in the playoffs, because guys, we are at the playoffs. I cannot wait. I mean, man, we're at the best time of the year. With that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are new to the channel, it is NBA playoff time again, which means please subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video like this. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You're awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day, guys, and cue that music. If you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. I mean, personally, I think the one on the left might be more your style, but the one on the right looks pretty awesome too. Click one, let me know what you think. And again, have an awesome day.